Hello, I'm Hallie Tutt, a VFX artist and content creator, filmmaker, and a lot of other things. This is day 7 of me just trying to talk better to camera, and that's a big milestone for me because I don't think I've ever done a series of videos where I was able to shoot and edit and post every single day for a week. I usually spend a lot of time doing my videos with as far as like VFX and editing and like the storytelling behind it, and like so there's a lot of post production as well as pre-production. But for these, the challenge was just to do everything as fast as possible and not put a lot of pressure on it being good in any way, and just not even thinking that people are going to ever watch them, just solely to try and get the momentum back of shooting consistently and talking to the camera more. So yeah, I think it's been going well. I'm going to try and continue to do it for the next 30 days, which is going to be challenging, especially because I'm going to be traveling for a little bit in about a week. So it's going to be interesting. But happy that I was able to make it this many days. Today's snack or beverage of the day is Fraut Yogurt flavored hide chews. This is my first time doing a candy instead of a soda or beverage, because I ran out of beverages to share. I'm gonna go get a bunch more tomorrow though, so this is today's featured item. Hide chews are like these gummies that kind of have they have a kind of like a texture of gum for a second until they turn into more of like a toffee kind of candy. If you haven't tried them before, they're great. I like the yogurt flavored ones more than just the straight fruit ones because I like that milky flavor that they have. They come in little packages. Oh. Just realized this is a bad thing to... This is a bad candy to use because it takes forever to chew them. So I thought I'd talk a little bit about what I've learned so far over doing these for 7 days straight. And just kind of improvise it because I did not prepare a script for this. So I think the first thing I've noticed is that just depending on my mood, specifically at the time of shooting, I've been either way more confident or more shy, and it hasn't progressed in a straight line. Like, I haven't been getting more and more confident every day. It was like I was more confident the first day than the second day, and then like got way more shy for some reason, and then like now I feel way more confident today, but not like I feel too confident for how little practice I've had. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, so that's weird. I've also noticed I think my talking voice is slightly too slow for camera. Or at least when I'm trying to explain something, I talk at a speed that I think is a little too slow for good engagement, and maybe I can get that up more. Like maybe today I'm actually talking at a good speed. But I noticed yesterday when I was actually trying to go in and talk about tips that the speed I was talking through the tips at was just a little too slow. So I actually sped up the video 10%, and that actually like feels a lot better. Like the pacing and how I was talking sounds a lot better. So maybe that's the secret formula there, is just to speed everything up 10%, because it doesn't quite look weird. But I know that there's certain movements that I'm doing, especially with my hands, that at 10% speed you can definitely still notice. And even blinking, I think you can kind of notice that it's a little too fast. So that's something interesting. I'm still not quite sure about lighting. I like to do the colorful lights because it kind of stands out and gives the videos like this weird, cool aesthetic, because it's kind of just like what is going on. However, I think in certain lighting, it might be a little too harsh. Like, your brain is telling you don't want to look at this for too long. So I'm working against myself in engagement just by the lighting, because people just can't focus on like harsh red and blue for a full 10 minutes because it's just so unnatural. So maybe there's something there where I'm having like slightly more natural lighting while still kind of trying to keep my branding in other ways. Maybe that's worth exploring, because even me editing them, I think that is a little jarring. And maybe like the background is too dizzy too. So yeah, I'm gonna probably play with that. I just haven't really had time because I've been trying to spend only like up to an hour doing all the post-production So any like details like that, I need to put additional time into the video that I don't really want to be putting in right now, because dedicating like 2 hours a day to this is already a lot of time. So yeah, we'll see. I'm also trying to figure out the sound. I've never been someone who's done a lot of sound work, so that's been interesting. And again, I've been too busy to really learn how to best be mixing the sound, or how to be like removing noise, because for some reason there does seem to be a lot of noise that's getting picked up in here. Yeah, maybe it's just my microphone. Maybe I should invest in a better microphone. Like, although this one is like I think like a $300 microphone, but it just doesn't seem to be the best audio quality in here. So maybe that's something to think about. I also have like these types of mics, and maybe that's an option to try and play just with like the mic here instead. But yeah, we'll see. Alright, well, I think that's enough for today, but thanks so much, and congrats to me for a full week of doing this.